Okay, so we're using my photo box to show you some product today because, okay, I got a couple other ones. Okay, they do have a little more car art than I thought, but this is the fanciest one. And I'm wondering, is this one? Okay, so it is from the movie. It is from the movie, but I have not seen the H1 Hummer in a while in the movie, because I don't think it's been in the last couple ones. Okay, it was in the last one, but it was at the very beginning. And yeah, so it was at the very beginning of Fast X. And I think it's very amazing that they're doing it. But it's sad because this year, they're not actually putting out, in 2025, they're not actually putting out Fast X Part 2. They're putting it out in 2026 now because the strike they had last year. So because of all that, they're now not putting it out for another year. Do you know what Fast and Furious this car is from, or this H1 Hummer is from? Because it's from, I think, the last Fast and Furious, which is Fast X. Yeah, so because it's from Fast X, I'm very happy to have it. Because it has a lot of detail. It has a lot of detail in the box and on the vehicle itself. Well, that's amazing because that's what you want when you're making a car review, or that's what you want when you're doing a review on your vehicles. But maybe this one should be actually. I will tell you right now, maybe I should be cutting this one open because it's ripped right here. See, ripped. I don't know why it's ripped, but it's ripped. Okay, now I'm going to put it in a different car. Let's do the Flipp car first, actually. Here is the Flipp car. And they're calling it the Flipp car. Flipp 5.0. Okay. So because of that, they're calling it the Flipp car. But look how much detail it has. Did you see the detail? It's crazy. Yeah, it's crazy how much. Look at the detail. It's actually the same as this one here. I forgot to show you the detail on this one. Yeah, so this is the detail on the H1 Hummer. Wow. Because the way it's angled, it looks, and because the packaging, it looks like the bed's off the truck, but it's not. But yeah, it does look pretty awesome, and I think that's what we needed. Because vehicles that look pretty awesome do well in life. And by the way, it is a dollar store vehicle because I originally bought it from the dollar store, as you can tell, because it has the number 3 on it. So you can tell because it has the number 3. So I had to show you, but it's pretty rough sometimes. Sometimes they get pretty roughed up after moving them so often. I try to be careful with these vehicles, but they got roughed up the packaging a bit. And that brings down their value, whether they're worth $1,000 or they're worth $2. And a lot of these cars, because they're just dinky cars, are probably just worth a couple dollars, I would think. How much do dinky cars go for, do you know? Like, do they go for a lot of money, or do they just go for very little? That's the question I'm wondering. Because I think eventually dinky cars will no longer be a thing. And I think we'll mostly have them, but we'll have pictures only of these cars. Because, yeah, they look so cool. Especially this Flipp car looks very awesome. And it's a very unique car, actually. And it was used in Fast 6 and was it Fast 5? Fast 6 was... This car was mostly only used in Fast 6. So if you were wondering where it's from and what time it was from, it was because mostly from Fast 6. But I do think car art's good. The car art's amazing for, especially a Fast and Furious car. You would think it would be different. But at least it's their theme, more like it. Because I really want their theme in their cars because it is a Fast and Furious car. She's a fair girl, land of the free. So you kind of do want their theme as much as you can. So you do want a lot of the things that are related to the Fast and Furious when you get a Fast and Furious dinky car. If I was ever to meet the Fast and Furious crew, I don't know what I'd do, but I'd probably bring one of my items, or I would buy a brand new item and take it to them to sign it. Because I want to get one signed eventually. I hope I can at least. If I can't, I can't, but it would be cool to have one signed by them. The next car I'm about to show you is from Fast 7. And I think it has amazing car details and car art. There's the car art. Before I show you more of the car, I wanted to quickly show you. There's the Fast and Furious Fast 7 car art on this car here. But I do like how it shows you details. It shows you, look at the front end. This is the front. Just trying to get it so you can actually see the front. There you go. There's the front as much as I can get it. I don't know why, but it's struggling to show you the front. But look at that. Isn't that amazing? How they have the tires in the back. The packaging's kind of seen better days, but I don't plan to do much with it. Some people collect watches, some people collect cars, some people collect big cars, some people collect dinky cars, some collect Hot Wheels, some collect just Fast and Furious crew or movie stars. Or this was the cheapest on a low budget that you can buy. When you're talking a low budget, I'm talking about anything you could buy if you're trying to collect anything that you've seen in a movie. If you wanted to collect movie stars, what I mean by that is collect their autographs, not collect actual movie stars. Because that would be illegal to collect actual movie stars. But if you were collecting actual movie stars, you would be collecting more like Funko Pops and stuff like that. If you collect the actual movie stars, if you don't want to be illegal and collect actual movie stars, you would have to collect the Funko Pops or dolls. Because this car was not very easy to get and was hard to find, but I really wasn't looking for it at the time. And until I seen it and I could not walk away without it. because it was a Fast and Furious car. Dodge Charger off-road 1970s. And yeah, so I really like this Charger. I like all Dominic Toretto's Chargers. This one I thought was very unique because he took it off of a cliff. And this was the last movie that Paul Walker was in. I even have more Fast and Furious stuff than this, but this was pretty cool. I could not pass up getting something like this. I had it for years now. I wish I just had the movie of the new one that came out, which is in 2026 now, but which is Fast X at this point. And I hope you guys are liking this video. Yes, it's quite interesting. And this is one of my favorite cars. Look at the big wheels. This is Dominic Toretto's car from The Fast, The Furious. Well, The Fast and The Furious. Look at how much it's actually sitting the way one of the billboards sat for the movie. And it's sitting the same way the car sits in the beginning of the movie, which is the intro. And it's also sitting like a very old billboard from the first movie of the Fast and Furious, which is also pretty cool. I don't know why Dominic did not drive. Well, he was very scared of driving the first Charger in the first Fast and Furious, that he didn't drive it right away. And now he drives that car all the time. But yeah, it's quite a car. And quite a movie if you liked fast cars. I have not watched that movie in a while either, but I probably watch it more than the Dukes of Hazzards anymore. I don't really like the Dukes anymore. But yeah, it's quite a movie. They have some wild times too, hey guys? Look at the card art. Card art. That's what it is, card art. And it is one of the diecast I think I first bought ever. This one's beat up a little bit with the packaging, but hey, I think all my dinky cars are beat up a little bit time to time, sometime or another. And that's just from moving them around or doing this or that. I'm not the carefulest with my dinky cars packaging. I try to keep them in there the longest. And if I can't, I can't. But I still try to keep them in there. But I do have one other thing to show you about it. There's the back end. This side, kinda. But yeah, like I say, I love this car for that reason. I am hoping you enjoyed this little video, even though it might be only a couple seconds.